I mean, I haven't really invested it as much in my balls as I intended to do. Greetings, people of the internet, and welcome to Peglin, where it's cruciball time again, and we can bring a cookie into the crucible. Interesting. It's a pretty nice start. We have a snack, and now in Crucible 7 we do have less healing after the fights as well. So for the cookie to deliver healing we need way more than one refresh. But for now, that's all we have. Let's just focus on keeping our cookies safe, because I think all these bad slimes would very much love to eat my cookie. I'm not gonna let them. I'm gonna keep it safe with my life, guarded with all my rocks and my dagger. So we have more of a reason to fight now. Not only are they here to eat my face, but they want to eat my cookie as well. So can we greed for some coins here, or is that going to be my downfall? Because we need as much money as possible if we're gonna be able to make some good ball investments. A strong starting capital for a tiny goblin who wishes to invest in some balls. But what is the best ball to invest in? Like, where are the stonks strong these days? I don't think it's in rocks. That's where I've put all my previous life savings, apparently. Plenty of bombs on this map. Could be good to do something with that again. Always a pretty strong and fun time. Really dealing with those spiders very quickly. Our investment cash fund is growing nicely. Don't think these slimes are gonna be able to steal it from me anytime soon, because I've gone with the standard insane choice of just not investing in a ball early on, so make my life very difficult, try to greed for the shop, and just hope that haggling through some miracle delivers something fantastically useful. That means we have these cool 10 damage shots on the big slime boys. They don't seem to be, they don't care about that at all. They're getting closer, and we also only have one bomb on the map and nothing else that will hit more than one target. This could be pretty bad. Are they gonna just slap the cookie out of my hands, steal it and run away? Or are they, they're on the standard goblin hunt. They probably want the entire goblin, not just his cookie. Oh yeah, they can... Are they throwing parts of themselves? What was that? There's a red slime throwing a red slime ball into my face. Imagine that if instead of throwing rocks, I was throwing just actual goblin balls. It's not the way to do it. I see why these slimes end up losing so much, if they're just throwing themselves away with every shot they take. So that could be how we come across some slime balls. We just scoop up the leftover slime that they have thrown. Or are we at the mercy of the slime god to be allowed to create slime balls? Well, the rocks are doing their job, but I've taken half my health. More than half my health on a single map. But look at the cookie coming in clutch, healing me for 1. It's gonna be a lot of refreshing to recover all that lost health. A clearing where we can rest. Sure, nothing bad actually did happen. We just get a nice sun in the corner and we move on to the shop. Kinda amazed by that. We didn't get run over by a minotaur or anything. Heal for everything hit during navigation. That could be good. And we also reduce the fire damage where I throw my head most of the time. Looks like a good investment to me. Was the cookie a bad choice? Because 1 heal for every refresh, like, how much is that gonna add up to over the course of the game? Okay, big angry minotaur man. He didn't run me over when we rested earlier, which was nice. But now he's back, he's angrier, he's tankier, he hits harder. And I still did not really invest in any balls, so we have no weapons to deal with this guy. It's just a rock collection and the not very pointy dagger. And he's gonna be right up in my face. Yep. So we do need to invest in some kind of ball. Still thinking what would be the smart investment. I mean, it's up to god of randomness to decide whatever I'm allowed to pick between. But we need a big strong ball to carry us through this now very spicy adventure. 16 HP. Am I actually dead? Now we get one. Dag orb or death. Perfectly calculated crit. Definitely not blind luck. So we need a big strong ball. What would be the biggest, strongest ball? One ball to rule them all. Either of these would be good if we had bulwark or if we had bramble and that kind of stuff. There's no bulwark ball. Slime balls, refresh, very nice. Bombs, very nice. Let's just get the refresh. It's not exactly getting a second cookie, but we get twice the value out of the one cookie we have. It's almost the same as having more cookies. But here I am, a tiny goblin in the forest against all the slimes again, and I have still not invested in a single better ball, which was my plan from the start. So there's really no one else to blame here, it's just my goblin brain and its single brain cell trying to work hard to do good. But all I can think of now is 2 cookies. And if I can find another refresh bag, maybe 3 cookies or 4 cookies. A goblin can dream, right? And if it goes beyond 4, then we need to get that smarty pants lab coat nerd in here because he can handle the big numbers. Reality though is that we probably need a better plan than cookies. Cookies are not gonna last, do, or work as a retirement plan for me. And they're definitely not gonna help me survive, well, anything at all, or handle all the nasty slimes. Here's a ball we can invest in. Get some bulwark. And a nice chest with twice as many bombs on the board, or spawn bombs. I think we go for the twice as many bombs. But we have a bulwark ball. So we're kind of stealing the Balladin's or Balladin's thunder a bit. Don't tell him because he is insanely ripped and very angry. I did get exactly 0 bulwark out of that first shot though, so maybe the bulwark gods are not on my side. I am seeing quite a few bombs on the map though, so that relic already looks like it's doing its thing. 2 bombs. Bats don't like bombs. Who needs bulwark or cookies or anything if you have bombs? Like, it's very, very hard to compete with bombs. Just explode everything and job done. A ghost. Is a ghost exactly the big, strong, cool ball we were looking for? Let's get a ghost. The ghost is up first to show what he's made of. So he goes through pegs on the way up, which is quite cool. It's not a very impressive start from the ghost, but it does hit everything on the map, and I can maybe learn to use it better. I don't have much experience in ghost handling. I can handle the big balls, but I have never handled a ghost. I guess we just kind of pray that we don't run into any ghostbusters, and if we do, we're gonna have to blow them up. Or do we have a prophecy related to the ghost as well? As can the ghost be the chosen one, the one and only ghost that can also beat ghostbusters? Then it will be completely unstoppable. That's the kind of strong, cool ball I'm dreaming of. Dagorb still doing okay. I mean, I haven't really invested it as much in my balls as I intended to do. As is usual, greed just takes over. Looking very, very low and bad on the old health again. Nice, strong, cool 1 heal from the cookie. That's just never gonna be impressive, is it? And then we just flop into the vine and take that health back in damage again. Well, Ghost, do you think? Preferably a bit more than like 10 damage. 22. Bucklorb on the other hand could be useful because we can block. I can block self damage as well, right? Or vine damage. Oh, we throw some rocks. He's pretty dead as well. I mean, I am technically closer to death than he is. But he's the one eating the bombs, not me. Cool, and we got some science points as well. So invest in the shields, maybe the ghost as well. And what do we get? More crits. More crit damage. Self-damage with more damage. Downgrade pegs, but twice as much damage, or durable. When in doubt, go durable. So we arrive in the castle with a ghost. And the bombs are surely gonna be very helpful here as well. Because if we're lucky, we don't have to deal with the shields at all. We can just go through them with the ghost and the bombs. Still really need to purge some rocks and figure out how do I handle the ghost better. Because it comes down to how I use it, right? Or it will just sort of go through the map and get nothing done. But I think this is still looking fine. Like the bombs will carry me if nothing else. And we have the shield, which is actually quite strong now with the relic. So even if it's not a shield build, if it can block most of what these guys do, that's perfectly fine by me. And the ghost gets a second try. Don't really need it when there's only one dude left, but it still ate his face, so happy with that. Now that's a nice refresh stack for the cookie. So if every refresh is technically spawning another cookie, we can leave this with a whole jar of cookies. And that should last me not through retirement, but through the rest of this map, hopefully. Good start from the shield ball again. I didn't think that one ball and one relic was really gonna be like enough to keep me alive through this. But it looks like it might be. Again, we are only on Crucible 7, so not like I've seen the actual hard parts of the game. Ghost is a little bit spicy, like he goes through a lot of things and then he's out the map. But again, that's on me. I can learn to handle the ghost better somehow. Okay, good old trusty Dagorb, and that guy has no shield left. Get the crit, get a bomb, more than enough damage. Doctorb, the most reliable, helpful boy in town. Sure. Duplicate an orb. Kinda has to be that, since we have the bulwark gain. The reanimated corpse of Haglin. Sure, have a rock. What is he gonna do with a rock? Because no one is really ever giving him anything except rocks, right? So he must have the greatest rock collection in the history of rocks. Or is it rock like in the music? Or, another idea, this wall with a hand is built and somehow reanimated out of rocks to hunt me down. So Haglin, or at least zombie Haglin, is probably a bad guy. Especially if he has also built the big boss in this area. The rock face wall man that can eat an entire tall knight. You have no problem eating a goblin. Ghost versus rock, not that amazing. Shields on the other hand, again gonna help me a lot when that guy gets here. But look, it's looking like he will. Damage is not really the best I've ever seen. We have shields and Doctor now, so we are actually relatively tanky. Again, I'm kind of concerned what the Balladin will think about that. Is he just gonna show up and he will be the new last boss? Just bashing my head in with those massive arms he has. Did he steal them from the dragon, or has he just done enough steroids to do that buff on his own? Because if he managed to rip the arms of a dragon, he would have had to be pretty strong already before that. But then why does he need the dragon arms? But let's not think more about that guy. Let's just focus on our ghost doing about 100 damage. Again, we're kind of using it more on a single enemy, which is not what it's designed for, but damage is not exactly high. Although I think maybe we could have used some buffs or some other way to boost that ball. Bucklorb is my current favorite. Or should we have had another big ball? Did I forget something? And even if I did, we haven't really had any other options, have we? Donate a rock to an obelisk. Well, it's disappointed with the rock. I mean, I guess we did just force feed it the rock. Maybe that's not the best experience. And then we immediately walk into, hey, you got rid of a rock? Do you want 3 new rocks? No, I want to smash some rocks in with my ghost. Which gets me thinking, what kind of ghost do we have? What was this ghost ball when it was alive? Well, it wasn't a ghost initially, but if it was a barbarian, would it then have ghost rage powers now? Just get very, very angry. Or was it some kind of more sophisticated ghost, like a nerd ghost? Again, too many things to think about. Let's just get some shields, throw some rocks at rocks. So rock, paper, scissors in here, you only have rock versus rock. We have no paper balls and no scissor balls, only rock balls. It's the Stone Age version of rock, rock and rock, where rock obviously beats rock, but rock sometimes also loses to rock. But we do only have 1 rock left in the collection, so we need to find Haglin again. Maybe we can give him his final piece. And then we will learn what his grand plans for all the rocks are. The Golden Boy, my old friend, always showing up, very reliable. I don't think we want you today, because we're not really about hitting just all the pegs. Do we want spinfection from bombs, or just prevent lethal damage the first time? Let's get some spinfection, why not? We do have a lot of bombs on some maps. And do we want more cash money or more orb skipping? That's always a good one. Then we can go into the bag and we can more reliably get the actual ball that we want. Couple of archers hiding behind some weather vanes. We can get the shields rolling. We're getting stuck on the side a lot. Is that a problem with durable? But it's always going to be the case, right? No matter what you choose. On some maps it will be strong, on other maps it will probably be a problem. The echo of past me, who got his balls crucified in the crucible, but we can use him to upgrade a ball, which is very nice. So we're rolling up with our ghost to take on the ballista, and this is where I realized that I have a serious problem in my damage output. Well, the ghost is cool and all, and the shield balls are helping me tank up. But the damage is just non-existent outside of a good dagger crit. We throw some rocks and some ghosts and some shields and hope that the Balladin does not find me and take my shields away, because I kinda need those to live. And while the ghost is cool, I'm not sure it's the big, strong, impressive ball that we really wanted. And I'm kinda haunted still by this idea that I did forget about Boldorb, obviously. Our Lord and Savior, and his holy crusade against all the evil in the crucible. We finally managed to slap these guys out of that ballista throne, and we get to choose if we want upgrades, but all our attacks are nerfed. Squirrels do damage based on coins collected, or +2 damage on all our balls, but 1 less crit. And refreshes are more important here, I think, especially with the refilibuster. So we take our ghost and we move on to the mines. So, even if the ghost might not be the chosen biggest best ball, we have now boosted all our balls, except the protector, which just flat out does no damage. But it should be way more reliable now. Unless this is one of those balls that just flies into a black hole and leaves the map immediately. Which does seem to be the case as soon as it bounces upwards, just a tiny bit. So Ghost, not the orb I'm the most impressed by, but the shields are really working. And I'm still kind of thinking about higher difficulties. Can I survive on just raw damage and just basically ignore survivability? Because if you kill everything else before it kills you, you don't have to deal with it, right? Or should I try to just find shields or pollution or some massive amounts of healing or something like that? Because this is now looking perfectly fine, just the shields are making it super safe. And even spend a turn or two throwing some rocks. I don't have to care much about my ghost or my dagger or my non-existent damage. I will try to remember to use durable less though, because I'm sure it's good in some combinations, and it does mess up the map a bit and sometimes you just fall out, but generally I do hit more pegs with it, so it tends to be still good, but it's so slow. It's slower than Bold Orb after he has already run over like 50 knights and they are all stuck in his ball bits. Dupe all my balls option just sounds insane, but duping one ball, I can live with that. This map must be the durable version of hell, because we are now just going to slide out one of the sides every single time. On the plus side we get to keep the nicely designed mushroom in the middle for this entire fight. And we can block poison with our shields, that's nice to know. So those mushrooms can shoot fart clouds all they want. I have a built-in gas mask. Wonder if they have a built-in ghost mask. But again, I think we have enough bombs if we can find them to just deal with this. They are buffing reasonably fast, but it shouldn't be a problem for Mr. Shields, right? I say that, I'm already down to 7 shields. Slappening is coming for me. But that's a pretty solid ghost. Some bombs on top. And we will kill these guys with poison instead of them poisoning me down. It's a nice Uno reverse card. Doctor Orb, also always solid. Sorting me out. I can make all the mistakes in the world and Doctor will just come straight in and fix them. He will only fix them once though. And I'm on my own with my shields. Would a Bold Orb have been better? I think we would have had more damage out of it, but the map would be equally ruined by durable, so he would also just flop out the side. So maybe it's just the durable curse is a little bit too strong. It can still be countered if you have a strong build or something that actually combos with it. Circle. Or more, we can't crit, so it's gonna have to be the circle. So this is not exactly ghost versus ghost, but it's ghost versus demon. But the damage doesn't matter here, which is fine for me. But we're also not particularly good at hitting 1,000 pegs. So this could be... it could be pretty bad. He's already here, very fast. Did he only hit for 5 though? That's fine. But he is buffing. Okay, I see. This is gonna be rough. Again, durable, more of a problem than it's helping. We did get our Moon Circle buff as well, but he is really on the steroids. That stack is going up fast. And he's slapping through my shield, slapping through my health bar. We're not dead, right? We can hit 25 pegs, that should be fine. Doctor will sort me out and damage him, that's a nice combo. So we're basically surviving purely by the grace of Doctor Orb. So this was a lot more spicy than it had to be. Just get these, I guess. They are good. We can get a crit back, but we don't want crits anymore. So let's just take the other one. It's the mushroom rematch. I don't think we are any better suited for this now at all. But we'll see what we can do. Shields will probably fix it. But it might take 1,000 years. At least I'm learning what the slow builds are, and I think I'm gonna try to avoid them in the future. Because this isn't even necessarily better, it's just slower. At least with the builds I have, which is a lot of balls that do nothing other than shields. And the ghost, still in the bag. Now doing more damage without a crit, as all our balls should do. But we have also managed to get the map to a place where we don't have a single crit, so we can't get the damage downgrade. At least that's a nice combo. We're getting some bombs, but still damage is so low. Doesn't help to have all these protect orbs, which are guaranteed to do no damage. Should have been a double bomb, I thought. Right, Ghost, go fix it. Deal with these pesky mushrooms and slimes, or just fall out the map on the side. Fine. Thought that was a slightly why did I do the same shot again? Come on. Not the smartest of goblins, but I am alive. Doctor, can you explode them and heal me? Or is this? This is too ambitious, right? Yeah, out the side we go. Okay, Ghost. We'll do it with the bomb. Nice. The sneaky Shadow Knights and their sneaky Shadow map. Also infamously slow with durable. Are there any ghosts on this map other than the one we brought? This looks like a good map for them to hide. And it's also an excellent map for our ghost to finally hit a lot of pegs. And we can get that nice big ball damage that we have been trying to get forever. We can get some red bombs if we want to die. Or we can get some pollution or some more health. Let's just get health. This is a tank build now. And I think we could probably survive the red bombs with this build as well, but why load up on damage now, right? We've made it this far, doing no damage. Let's just stick to it, and this is the slow motion Peglin run. Are these guys gonna be a problem if they just get here and explode? Or is it not that much damage? Because this is another one of those maps where durable is a problem. I'm not really getting any big shields. Yep, it's another slow one. But with our trusty balls, ghosts, shields and Doctor Orb, we can probably handle it, even if it's sped up. The main tricky thing here is that this is like the ghost busting map, where the vacuum black holes just grab the ghost immediately and they just suck it out straight through the pegs, because when it travels upwards, it just ignores the pegs. And I'm sure there's some cool, fantastic ghost expert out there, but he ain't me. I'm just one goblin boy with one goblin brain cell, and that brain cell is not set up to handle ghosts. So if I'm working through this with only one brain cell, does that make me a cave goblin? One of them that didn't develop as well as the big science man and his many brain cells, for example. Or did he develop better because he stole all my brain cells? And do we need to just get a big ball and smack him over the head and get the brain cells back? Maybe then we would be able to make better choices and we would not be cursed into incredibly slow runs. Maybe we're looking for a big damage build next, because then no matter who dies, me or the bad guys, it's gonna be quick. Could do something like big crits or big circle again or whatever else is very damage heavy. And we get a nice pumpkin snack to go with our cookie before we head into the actual real boss. We start with a shield ball, 70 shields on the first shot, it's actually very nice, and that also just got thrown out the map fairly quickly. So durable working against the ball, and it's still that strong. In combination with the relic, where you get 2 more shields for every time you generate a single shield. Okay, so we can probably tank this, but I'm expecting again durable to be quite a problem on the damage front, and they are buffing up, so we'll see how that turns out. And I think this is also the first time where we actually get some poison stacks. So we have poison whenever a bomb hits a target, but it hasn't really been relevant up until now. Ghost also doing reasonably well, hitting all targets, so that's actually also quite good. Coming into its own now at the end. We've been kinda uncertain about the Ghost the entire way through. And now, finally, it's stepping up and proving to be actually quite useful. 211 shields, I think we are fine. Or are we gonna have to rely on Doctor Orb, the savior, again? Right, Mr. Ghost, can you get me a refresh, preferably? Or just more bombs to roll out the stacks, because as long as we don't let those drop off, it will also add up quite nicely.
Congratulations! Congratulations! Congratulations!
So Ghost Ball, it's not Bold Orb, but it can hit all targets, including flying ones where Bold Orb really struggles. So it's probably still quite good. We'll see if we can come up with something a little bit more speedy next time. Thank you for watching.